John Boy and Jake Radio. Jake is having a monster snuck into Wednesday. He off as any minute now. Sounded like, was it 3 things that held him back? I'm sure he's going to be running hot, telling us all about it. Maybe he's listening to Uber right now. Starbucks got his order wrong was one thing.
He was like setting up the house, make sure everything was good for
getting
Jess
the apartment ready for Jess. Very nice of him. Starbucks missed his order, and then the 4 train just stopped running, so he had to get an Uber. So he will be here soon and should be in a fantastic mood, which we're excited for. We got a good show coming up, I say, without knowing a single one of the topics, but I will peruse them now and then give you my real thoughts on if we have a good show coming up. 2 good items in banter, maybe 3. Some sports news for sure. Halftime's going to happen. Okay. A bidet company in the news section. This is great. Bet of the day coming up. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Sports, baseball actually happening kicked me into another gear that I forgot about. I really forgot how exciting it is to cover games as they're happening. I know and I found out that I don't like making breakdowns of the old baseball clips. They're just a hassle. I do them more to keep things moving. Sometimes they are really fun when you do find a brawl and you're like, holy shit, this happened. But like the general getting going of it's not there, because what I like is finding out what's going on right now and sharing that with people when it's active and new. So the call breakdown yesterday was so fun, and it's been so fun to have baseball on, even though it's in this really weird form. So I've been riding high. I've been very happy. I would guess Jake has to be too, with the ESPN stuff yesterday, and he said sports was his disease. He said he had a tweet yesterday that was really good. Jake said, if anyone I forget what it was, if anyone wants to know how deprived I am of sports, I'm watching the intra-squad game that I just watched, which I've done so many times on Yes Network, where you watch the game, then I watch the post game, and then the game starts again, and you're like, you find yourself in the 4th inning. You're like, holy shit, I'm literally watching the game I just watched. I've done that so many times. So the only reason I turned it off yesterday is because, I'm trying to, as soon as post game's over, like get out of there, hang out with Katie, do like actual human stuff, not work. But there's no game today, right, BBD?
No game today, to my knowledge.
I
don't think anything till like those games next weekend.
Yeah, no Yankees games, but those are during the weekend, so I won't be able to do that. Someone said y'all are killing me with the mug. It's funny, I didn't notice the mug is
it's pretty bad. Jake just got
okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Got his coffee. I love baseball shirt. Looking great. Welcome. Pants today, huh?
Hey, David.
Laundry day?
How are you?
Doing good.
What's going on? What did I miss?
Nothing. I was just telling him that, we got it started. Chat was waiting for a little bit. I was late myself, so I thought I was going to be the late one.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, normal late stuff. Subway didn't show up. Starbucks missed my order. The real true friends stab you in the front. Take the mic from me, Jim. Whew. That took it out of me. Yeah, I know.
I thought it'd be funny because I wanted you to do it if I was. I thought.
Always remember that, kids.
I said to the room. We have it on the vlog. I said I don't think it would be good this time because I think it would take Jake by storm. But in the future, it'd be funny if one of us were running late if we just started and you came right into the show.
We're never gonna be late anymore, man.
I know.
We got stuff before this.
I know, but I did think it. I did think of your feelings, and that's why I called.
I appreciate that. Should have thought harder. Real friends stab you in the front. Remember that, kids.
Espo liked the idea.
Yeah, it's yeah, man. Starbucks and the train, the 2 things I complimented last week, they pulled the plug on me, and I was laughing. I literally said it out the door. I was like, today's the first day I'm rushing. I ran a bunch of errands this morning, cleaning the apartment, getting stuff ready, sent some mail. Girl comes back today, so I really tidied up, and I was like, all right, I got to hit this right. So I was like, Starbucks order. They've been killing it. Stand, watch a mad rush come through, and then people start coming in. They order in the shop and get their stuff before me. That's the queue, because you don't really know with all the pickup stuff. So, yeah, 15 minutes later, flash the phone. Oh, yeah, we missed it. Okay.
Just straight up, we don't have it?
Just, nothing. So then I get on the train. And, I get to the connector at 125, and I'm just sitting there. It's normally the 4 and 5, and I'm like, where's the 4? Where's the 4? I'm looking at the signs, check the phone. It says 30 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is this? Some lady asked another lady, no 4 today. They're like, yeah, I guess.
That seems not allowed.
Not cool. Very New York City. So the train's in Starbucks, and then the twist of the knife at the end while I was in the back of my Uber. But I'm here. I'm not going to let that little Tuesday reach affect my day.
Yeah.
And get it spaghetti. How are you doing?
Good. Evan Flushing says, coffee on me, my dudes. And he gave us $15. So that's very nice of him. We appreciate that. And maybe that helps out.
Thanks, Kevin.
Eat shit, Starbucks. Pretty ridiculous they just don't have your order. You
it's
look
a
good.
Tough break. It's a tough break, man.
Fresh shave for Jess. Clean apartment for Jess. Jeans on, I'm guessing, because maybe that's laundry day. Are you out of shorts or just...
No, it was just cold yesterday. It was nice out yesterday. It was really nice out yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
And it was like chilly in here. So I kind of thought we were doing the same thing.
It was nice yesterday. Katie and I on our morning walk yesterday, I was like, this almost feels like fall.
Yeah.
You cannot do that to me.
It was a little autumnal.
No matter,
with the AC cranking in here.
No matter what month it is, I'm excited for fall. So I told Katie, like, oh, shit, this kind of has me excited for fall. She's like, you're always excited for fall. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, right. You're right. It looked good.
What about this morning?
Hot this morning. We did our 6 a.m. walk, and it was not like fall.
How's Mac doing on a leash?
Good question, because that's like, I'm proud of the way we're training him. He sits really well. Yesterday, I walked home, ball of energy, darted at me like a fucking blurry dog. And before jumping up on my knees, he stopped. He, jumped up and missed my knees. Like, he intentionally, jumped up and then realized, oh, shit, don't jump on him.
Ooh, bail.
And bailed. And then I have a seat, and I won't acknowledge him until I sit in my seat, and then he sits, and then we'll do a love fest. Because I don't want him jumping at people at the door.
Right.
And so he did that. He jumped at me and was like, peeled
Heel
out.
jump.
Yeah, peeled out, went to the seat, sat down. So I was like, oh, we're doing great. Next up is leash. He's really bad on the leash. He's just a puppy. He's only 3 months old. But he, watched some videos on leash control and had it. And so this morning with Mac Katie and I was a rough morning. I had to mop this morning at 5:30 in the morning. So.
All the early mornings. That's when we're late. You got to stop doing that.
I know. It is funny. It's like you wake up, you think you have a bunch of time. I think I was on time for morning for the first time. Yesterday I was on time too, but I messed it up. But, your troubles aren't your fault.
It was close. It was going to be tight. I thought it would be at the buzzer, set up the laptop, and let's roll. And then Starbucks, yeah, man, just had that kind of Jake inkling that, today would be the day. Though I was just starting to like this app and this bit of technology. Now, the store's open. So I'm over it. I think I'm chopping Starbucks out. And then the Subway, that's just a good card played by them. They played the Trump, and nothing beats that.
That's pretty bullshit. I've waited at the wrong track on the 4 and 5 a couple times, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm getting so mad at them, and then I realize it's me.
Yeah.
But for it to actually be them, it's nuts.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. And then I got, I was like, do normal people know how to take the 5 train differently? And I just don't know the secrets of the 5 train. Have I been missing out on the 5 train? And then I brought up City Mapper. And I was like, oh, no, you're still far away, little one. I was like, this is longer than my normal commute.
Yeah.
So, whatever. That's, a lot of people were asking about the Tuesday monster yesterday, and it seemingly was a vast, but it dug deep. It threw a curveball.
Well, Jess will be appreciative of the cleaning and the clean face and all that.
Well, I did kill all her plants. So, so there's going to be a balance.
When I was in 6th grade, my
gonna be a
neighbors
balance.
paid me like $50 for the weekend to water their plants. And I did it, and I got $50, but $50 was a lot of money when I was 11 years old. And I was like, you idiots. Like, why would you pay me to do this? Like, who cares about plants that much? So it's funny. Like, Katie has plants. If you were to like name all the plants in your apartment, I'd probably couldn't name one, but I know there's like 20.
Dude, there's so many. I was supposed to water them before I left for the 4th of July. Didn't do that. Came back, started watering them a little bit, like over-watered everyone. They started leaking everywhere. And then, I definitely missed some. There's, hidden plants and stuff. I'm pretty sure one's fake, but I watered that just to be safe.
That's if your life was Truman Show, that would be fucking hilarious. Just watering a fake plant.
You just can't... Not taking any chances, but...
Before you joined, I was just telling people how excited I was that I've reached this new level of covering live baseball. Made me happy. And then I told them your tweet, which made me laugh last night, was you're rewatching the same Intra Squad, and I've been there so many times.
Dude, I tried to change the channel. I wanted to change the channel.
Might be something you missed, though.
No, it wasn't even that. There was just no other sports. I was looking for any sports again. They had the Eagles concert re-airing on ESPN2. So I dipped out of that, and I had a couple people tweet that at me, which I'm all for. And whenever ESPN has the Eagles concert on, please feel free to reach out to me. Because, that's just motivation to make John Boy Media even better. So, but, I looked at every channel. I was looking for sports, and then I even left the door open for, a good movie because I was like, oh, how about a good movie? Nothing. And then I even punched in because I can access Netflix from, a channel. It's 2001, brings you to your Netflix account.
That's cool.
So I even punched that in, and I was like, oh, my, I haven't gone to Netflix to watch something by myself in, 4 years. So
Sports Life.
I typed it in, and then before hitting enter, I was like, no, I'm out.
Do you have Hulu?
I think we have Hulu.
Someone told me that summer Koshian games are on Hulu, old games.
Ooh.
So that might be a rabbit hole you could enjoy if you're
Could
really
be.
desperate.
It's a really scary rabbit hole.
It's better than Eagles concert.
So I started rewatching Spring Training, Rewind, or whatever the Yankees are doing. And then I did go back to Netflix and put on The Office. So,
what season?
I think I went back to season 2. Oh yeah, I watched the Tim Meadows They're at Chili's episode.
Nice.
Almost had bloomin' onion coming out my nose. God, that's it's just very good.
Anthony walked in on me shitting today.
And
naturally, I felt bad for him.
Sure.
Because
he felt bad for you.
Yeah, I don't really care.
We were talking in the other studio right next to the bathroom about how the bathroom door isn't even closing today.
Yeah, the door doesn't. It's a no door office. So I didn't lock it.
But we were talking about it in the other room, and we were too busy talking about it to notice Anthony was going for it. Felt pretty bad because he's like, "Yo, why didn't you guys warn me?" And I was like, "Oh, we were busy talking about it. Didn't notice you were in there."
It was fine. It was. I thought they were filming because we were doing vlog content behind the scenes as I was buying boxers, and they were like, "Yeah, I heard Luke say more good vlog content when I said I had to go take a shit."
Sure.
So I thought they were gonna barge in with a camera. So I was half
classic.
I was half ready.
Classic. What goes on here?
I was half ready to be upset, hey, we can't do that.
Right.
And then it was Anthony, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry. And I was like, "Oh, dude, that was an accident. So you're all good." But that was fun.
Well, I'm proud of everyone else at the office knowing not to videotape people taking shits.
Yeah. Amazon.
Good job.
I bought boxers.
Heard that.
Yeah.
What'd you go with?
Well, you know how I wear compression boxers now?
Yeah.
Because they're literally changed my life.
Yeah.
Today I went for a walk this morning without these on, and I was like, how did I live like this for a decade? But at night, I want
Right.
breathability.
A little freedom.
So I wanted just like classic cotton boxers that are like embarrassingly loose, like how
Sure.
your 60-year-old uncle's boxers that he just wears at night. That's what I want to become.
Yeah.
What tripped us up was one of the boxers on Amazon had a subscription model, and they said the most commonly purchased subscription for this item is 3 months. So 5 fresh pairs of boxers every 3 months. I could not fathom why any human would need new boxers every 3 months. Like, it has to be someone that shits themselves regularly.
I don't think so. I think I'm probably closer to that.
You buy new pair of boxers every 3 months?
I'd say
5 new pairs?
I get the Hanes like 4 or 5 pack every
You who don't buy
4
anything
months
for
or so.
yourself?
Yeah.
What do you do that you need new boxers all the time?
I'm athletic. I mean, I work out a lot and stuff.
But you can just wash them.
Sure, but they like wear out. They like start to rip and shit.
After 3 months, that's like 4 wears. If you're getting new boxers after every 4 wears, that's crazy.
I mean, let's say how many boxers do you have in rotation?
I have 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I keep the 6 or 7 in rotation.
So you do
So
laundry every
that's
week?
double the lifespan. We just figured it out.
That's a little amount of boxers. You do laundry every week?
Yeah.
Oh. Because I do laundry when my boxers run out. So I bought 2 weeks worth of boxers.
Right. How often have you been doing laundry?
We do laundry
I feel like a week.
week and a half. Like, it's Katie
Was pushing it.
I had to switch her laundry. She did laundry like every day. I was like, yo,
Right.
we can't.
Meet in the middle there 1 week. Boom. I just signed you up for a boxer subscription.
I don't need a boxer subscription. They'll last. What else do we have? Dude, I don't know if this falls in sports, but Olympia Lightning Bolt is, I know everyone's saying it's awesome, so it's not an original thought, but that's awesome name.
It's a power play.
Usain Bolt named his daughter Olympia
It's a power
Bolt.
play. Hope she's quick for her sake. But
She'll be quick.
You hope so. You hope so, man.
Olympia, and then the middle name Lightning.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure, man.
It's a lot of pressure.
Dude, and if you're...
Or it's basically he created his daughter is basically a trophy to him.
A little bit.
Like, it's just like if you were to give a trophy, you would have like Olympic Lightning Bolt, Usain Lightning Bolt, and that would be his personal trophy. Now his daughter is his like personal.
I feel
pride.
like the Bolt family, and I'd have to check up with Big U and see if this is true, but I feel like the Bolt family has missed out on the Lightning train for years, and because he came, the fastest man ever, Lightning Bolt. So that was getting worked in some point, and I'm not going to blame him for that because I think that's on the rest of the family if Lightning hadn't already been brought into the equation.
I wonder what his parents' names are. What's his dad's name?
I'm not sure. Me and you don't keep up.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with Usain Bolt's parents as I once was.
But I mean, I don't know. When did she start running?
His parents are Wellesley and Jennifer Bolt.
So Wellesley Bolt?
I'm in on Wellesley.
Yeah, but I understand why he's not the fastest man alive.
Right.
Usain. It's like a insane Bolt.
Man, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of little girls in the neighborhood that have sprinting dreams are going to have, a target on Olympia Lightning.
Oh, yeah. Like Michael Jordan's sons,
Yeah.
That life is coming for her. If she wants out, she'll fuck up her ankle like at 10. Be like, I'm not into this life. And then it'll be forever like, Cooper Manning. He was a high draft pick, but he had that injury, disease. What did he have? Symptom? I don't know the correct.
Something.
I don't think it was just an injury. He had something that stopped his growth. So I could have been pro. So that's what Olympia Lightning Bolt will have to do if she doesn't think she can cut it or want that life. 16, steps on a nail by accident.
I'm rooting for her. She's, with that name, she's probably going to have enough Instagram follows when she's 16 that she doesn't need to do anything.
She's probably ranked already in like Fastest Woman Alive too. Probably like,
But no.
like
Well,
all the way at the bottom.
like no way. All the other babies? Are you kidding me?
Okay, what if you have
She'd be the top-ranked baby. That's terrible.
Well, some people don't even get on the list.
So now we've got on the list and off the list.
Yeah, like Fastest Women Alive runners.
Okay. No age limit.
Prospect, she's probably a top prospect.
She's a top prospect.
That's fair. She's probably a top prospect for female sprinters.
For like 21 years from now, yes.
Yeah. I can't name any other baby on the list.
No?
That's good. Do you want to talk about Britney Spears? Did you read into all that?
I saw it. I wasn't really into it. I saw KFC do a whole thing.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, not shocking at the same time.
A little shocking. I mean, I don't think it's happened to any other human that isn't like a vegetable. So there's a clause that legally says she conservatorship, which legally says her dad and her manager have complete power over everything in her life. It's for when like people are not mentally healthy and maybe it was like the meltdown in 08.
Yeah, it's when she went bald and everything.
But
she went crazy.
Yeah, but I'm with her on that. Like, there's been like documentaries on why she went crazy. It's like I would too, but that's crazy, man. Like, it is cool that someone was like, "Hey, wear yellow if you need help," and then she wore yellow. Even if you don't need help, you're wearing yellow.
Yeah.
If you're reading the comments and you see that, like if someone commented on this and said like, "Hey, if blah blah blah, wear your hat crooked for the first 3 seconds,"
sure,
no matter what it was,
you're going crooked.
I'm gonna probably wear my hat crooked because that's just fun.
Crooked.
Yeah.
When she like mentioned that she's wearing the yellow shirt in the caption,
Yeah,
which is like the part that's like, oh, she might actually need help.
That sucks.
Yellow shirt. Let's save her. Maybe she's already been saved.
I wonder if like she's gonna do anything here. Like if there's going to be a response from her or her parents or anything.
Secret's out.
Probably make another podcast about it. Remember the Finding Richard Simmons
Yep.
podcast? Did you ever listen to that?
Yeah.
It was so weird. It went from an interesting podcast and then turned out that the guy who was recording the podcast was a stalker. It was a stalker.
Right.
And it was like, he didn't realize that he was a stalker. So you got really good insight into the mind of a celebrity stalker.
Yeah, I mean, it's, is there a fine line between researching a topic and getting in there? Because if you're looking for someone
Yeah.
and you find them, then you are a stalker.
But he found his answer like 3 times and it was like, I'm in my house and I'm kind of done with public life.
Yeah.
And he just keep going deeper.
Well,
like,
that's what they want you to think.
Yeah. It was very interesting. I went to the reviews of that podcast because I wanted to see if anyone else was like, had that brain, and all the comments were like, well, good to be inside the mind of a stalker.
Yeah.
Tough look
Next
for that
season
guy.
of You.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, for Richard Simmons. All right, let's go straight into Z Sports.
It's bubble season, baby. March Madness. Nope, that got canceled. But the NBA bubble is present, and NIkola Jokic of BBD's Denver Nuggets tests negative for his COVID, which he was positive for. Cleared to go to Orlando, but misses his flight. Classic. A lot of pictures of the meals from the NBA bubble. Night 1. And they were very sad-looking meals. Troy Daniels was the saddest, I think. The Brooklyn Nets, this is hilarious, and we talked about this on Talking Sports a little bit. They are the team that clearly has punted, and they've had 4 guys opt out from the restart and a positive test now with Dinwiddie. So, I don't know. Kind of funny to think of it from their perspective / what happens when you have hurt star players run a team. Joms FC Dallas forced out of the MLS restart. 10 players and a coach tested for COVID. Mostly sad. Good for them for tapping out. Taylor Twellman said it wasn't going to affect too much of the MLS restart, so that's pretty huge. The Braves, back to baseball, baby. They will not change their name probably, but they would like to eliminate the tomahawk chop. So, yeah, as the calendar moves on, you will do both.
Basketball and baseball. I didn't get a look at these bubble meals, so I'm interested in looking at them.
Okay.
I was expecting worse, but I was presented it with like it's going to be bad.
Right.
Looks like you got some watermelon, a spinach salad, a lot of sauces.
What's the meal there, you know?
Yeah, does he not have it pictured or?
No.
There has to be like a meat. There's not a meat.
Welcome to the party.
Fresh garden greens, watermelon, pickled red onions, goat cheese with raspberry vinaigrette. That sounds great as sides right now. Tomato and mozzarella salad, Italian grilled chicken with natural juice white fish. Is that a fish?
Delicious.
So they got chicken and fish. Where's the chicken and fish? On the salad? Is that what's happening?
I think it's in there. It's a fine-looking plate for your child's summer camp. It's a great-looking plate. Even maybe a corporate retreat for a day. But this was meal one of a potentially 3-month bubble stay for millionaires.
I am upset that it seems like he took the fish and chicken out of the picture, which makes the picture look much worse. Like if that's a bunch of sides, that's fine. Show me the chicken and the fish. If it's a nice platter.
Side fest. I think there were other pictures, and none of them were special. I'll see if I could get something else up for you.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here's one from, I don't know. But it's got pasta, chicken, mashed potato, side.
I mean, still, that's doing something for you? This is the NBA.
What are you expecting, though? Like, that could be really good chicken. It's just not going to be plated nicely. That could be really good mashed potato, but it's in a to-go container.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What are you expecting? I mean, that's chicken, mashed potato, pasta.
Just like nice meals. Like, do you think LeBron James is eating that?
No, but don't you think if you put all of these on a plate, it could look nice?
Not really. That chicken looks pretty gross from here.
Yeah, that does. I mean, I was expecting like much worse. Like people are comparing that to prison food. Like it's a big chunk of chicken and a nice salad with goat cheese and raspberry vinaigrette.
All right, John Boy to the bubble, announced first.
I'm a huge fan of cafeteria food where they just give you one thing. So like,
sure,
I would like that.
All right.
I was expecting like slop. Nice, well-rounded meal. I'm also like, if you sign up for the bubble, and same thing with baseball, like, we can't complain every step of the way when this is what, like, everyone agreed to.
Right. Well, I think the NBA, I mean, they were the first to agree, and then we heard from many sources and people that they were like, oh, shit.
This is going to suck.
Yeah, like they kind of didn't realize the bubble. And MLB players don't have to deal with this. This is one of the perks of the MLB.
I know. It is weird how teams are doing it differently. Like sports are doing it differently.
Yeah.
You know, the Cole video yesterday, and everyone's like, well, in basketball, everyone touches the ball.
Right.
It's like, yeah. A lot of the MLB stuff
but
is
that's why
eyewash.
that's part of the reason why they have to bubble.
Yeah.
And for the MLB, it kind of wasn't an option.
Yeah. But they're not going to. It's all the MLB stuff's a lot of it's just eyewash to make
A little bit. I
There's a
mean,
lot of when you,
it's
like,
eyewash until something bad happens, until a coach dies or a whole team gets it or something.
Yeah.
Then it's not.
But I don't think the like that ball rule isn't actually preventing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Some of the ball stuff is ridiculous, but I was on team let's stop wasting balls anyways. So, like, when Cole gets that ball, I like that he can't just piss it away.
Yeah, but they pissed away the one before it, which was
Right.
Yeah. It is funny that he immediately feels the ball and he's like, this
Yeah.
one sucks. And that goes to, like, MLB's product. Like, what's going on
Yeah.
with the balls? How could a pitcher immediately feel a ball and know it's different?
Yeah, every pitcher knows.
Jokic missed his flight.
Your guy.
Maybe they just canceled the flight. Is this? Does this matter? I mean, just going to be there next day. It's just kind of a funny tidbit.
Feels like the article was going to be coming anyways, and it's like, hey, test negative, this is good. And it's like, also misses his flight. Yeah, he's healthy. I don't know. Jokic is fun because he's like, if you were doing a list of guys in the bubble that are they going to show up in bad shape or good shape, I think he's one of the number one guys on the list. But, yeah, he was part of the whole, like, Djokovic got his whole country COVID. So
It's a tough break.
And there were those pictures a few weeks ago of Jokic, and he looked like in great shape, and everyone was like surprised because he was known for.
that's the other way you could go with it. And like, is that a huge thing for him? Play big, Jokic. Play big.
Spencer Dinwiddie tests positive.
Tough.
Sad.
Bobby Skinner says could be the last time you see him in a Nets jersey. What's that going to do to you?
I don't like thinking about it. That's for sure. Spencer Dinwiddie. So the Nets are just caving.
Man. So obviously this was supposed to not be the year anyways because KD was going to be out the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, he gets hurt a couple times and he taps out. And now their whole team is tapping out. And I don't know. I guess we knew there was going to be one. Or like we talked about the loser bubble the other day, and why would you do that? But man.
Why would you do the loser bubble?
If you're the rest of the Nets, like, you don't want to play at all.
No.
We're missing half of our team.
And that's kind of what we said on Talking Baseball, that once teams are eliminated, they might just opt out and cancel the risk, and then whoever has them on the remaining schedule, it's like heart-shaped eyes. That's going to be an interesting development.
I wonder how ugly it gets, because I think the other teams, you know, if you're coming in, you're playing a couple games and maybe one playoff series, I mean, that's going to be literally more than half the teams are going. That's their mindset. The other half of those teams probably think they have a really good chance of winning the NBA title, so they're kind of locked into this. But the Nets are the one team that it's like, sheesh.
Sucks. It's really weird what happened with them, because they had the coach, they were doing good, they loved the culture, and then they made the trade, and now
It's all NBA is about player power. The players dictate so much about that league, and KD and Kyrie run that team. When they let them in, like the GM you're now almost powerless. The coach, you got literally fired.
Yeah.
It's just a totally different setup.
Is that all the basketball? Brooklyn Nets.
That's all the bubble.
The Braves aren't changing their name, but they would like to eliminate the tomahawk chop. Don't the Seminoles do it too?
Seminoles chop, Braves chop.
Is everyone eliminating it?
And I think the Braves got rid of it for a little while, so it's like, if you think you're on that teeter at all, like, it's not like we're coming back from that.
Got to come up with something different, because it is cool. It was cool everyone was doing it. I don't even know if it's that insensitive. I'm not an expert on that. But, like, is it a mischaracterization of what Native American warriors did? Or is there historical accuracy that that's what Native American warriors did? You know, if there is, I think that's fine to honor them in that way and use
I mean,
their
honor's just such a weird word whenever it comes to Native Americans, because it's like, oh, we're honoring them in this sports league on the land we took from you.
Yes.
But, hey, look at all these white people chop.
Yep. But
They can go both ways on that.
yeah, but I mean, if you're not allowed to like remember them at all, then you erase the history. Like, I don't think Braves will ever have to change their name or Seminoles or any tribe. You know, there is a way to be like, hey, everything we did to you guys was so fucked up. It'll allow us to try and share your story and your culture now, as a way of like, you know, and,
Yeah.
and I'm not an expert on it, but
I think that's been, like, thrown out the window. I know what you're saying, but...
I mean, there's like Chief Wahoo was like clearly racist.
Yep.
I don't know if the chop is, but you have to ask Native Americans. Natives.
Yeah, I kind of operate under. I'm pretty sure Braves isn't offensive. I don't know. I think that name's fine, but if they want to get rid of the chop, I don't see how they can like get the fans to stop doing it until they're like. Not
Braves isn't
racist.
offensive.
I don't know.
It's just like Chiefs.
I'm
like
pretty
it's
sure
just
that's fine,
it's
yeah.
a warrior. You know, I don't think it's offensive. Like, if Braves is offensive, then basically it's offensive to talk about Native Americans at all, which is a really weird stance to have. Like, don't even talk about us.
Yeah, I think it's a really weird, tough conversation to have, but I think that's part of, linking it to sports. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know if there is a right way to do that. And if there is, you think we would have figured it out by now, but...
Well, no, because Redskins. But, you know, the rest of society, a lot of society did figure that one out. Just the people in charge.
Yeah.
The Redskins didn't. But the tomahawk chop was cool.
It's, when you see it in a game, in action,
And you
whether
hear it?
Braves or Florida State, yeah.
It's cool. And you're never going to, it'll be a while to see how, you know, because there's going to be contingents of fans that still try to get it going. And then in the moment, there's still going to be Braves fans that do it. So it'll be weird how they police that in a way. I think they just try not to put it on the scoreboard like we're chopping.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you kind of...
not
it's
gonna,
kind
like-
of what's going on in the world. You almost need people to start policing people better.
You're not going to like kick someone out for tomahawk chopping. Although
You can tell them to shut the hell up.
the A's and Giants like kick people out for standing up during rallies, which is insane. That blew my mind when we moved to the Bay Area. Like, a rally was happening, so the dude was standing up and clapping. Guy behind him said, "I can't see." And he was like, "It's base is loaded. Like, I'm going to stand up." And then they called the usher and they kicked out the guy for standing up.
He peed on a shoe before you missed that.
Ooh. He pissed himself and it dripped onto his shoe.
No. Direct
Yeah.
shot. It's like
Straight
you to
in.
me.
Wow. Still deserved it. Any other sports?
I don't think so. The baseball exhibition game schedule is out a couple days before the actual games. Every team's going to have 3 games. Interested to see how serious they take those, because baseball is such a very dramatic about their build-up to games. Like, basketball is like, hey, you know, we're going to have a couple preseason games. Guys are going to play a few minutes, get it loose. Baseball is like, all right, 2 innings. 4 innings.
Yeah. Cole went 5.
Yeah, well, Cole's a beast, man.
Crazy.
that boy's different.
So wait, when are these games? Are the 17th and the 18th?
18, 19, 20, yeah.
18, 19. So if Cole pitches on the
For the
18th,
Yankees.
then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and he pitches on the 23rd. So Cole will start on the 18th to get him on a 5-day schedule. And then probably Tanaka, or I don't know about Tanaka, but that's
Yeah.
how they'll use them. They're 5 days out. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to watch that, or sit down and watch
5
it.
days out and then the off day, too, so.
Yeah, so it's good for Cole. The other guys, it'll be extra rest still. But they can get Cole on 5 days right there. Well, she's probably excited about. So wait, hold on. What was yesterday?
Yesterday was July 7th.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. If they have an inter-squad game on the 12th, he would pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17th. So he's kind of on this routine already. That's cool. They
Yeah.
definitely thought about that. I'd love to be in a planning room for these things. See how far they
One
have
day.
it mapped out. One day. I don't know. All right, that's the sports. Halftime. Feels like halftime in my eyes. You haven't taken a sip of your coffee yet.
I'm in the game, baby. Got an ice cream, BBD?
Yeah, we'll go with cake batter.
Mm.
It's my favorite ice cream flavor. I'll let you guess the other reason I'm going for it today.
It's your birthday.
It is?
Yeah, it is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
BBD.
I didn't know how to tell you, so this was because you can't. I don't know. I'm like an adult now.
my
Like, you can't just be
Happy
like, "Hey, it's my birthday tomorrow."
Oh, my God.
Wow. We could have done something.
David, don't.
Yeah, we actually have a huge party planned.
We've invited 100 people to come in here.
Yeah. We put a questionnaire. Who's made out with BBD? And all 3 of them are showing up.
23? Wow.
23.
MJ year. That's big for you.
Depends if you're a LeBron guy or not.
Ooh.
It's all the same.
Wow.
July 8th, huh?
You're a Sagittarius.
No.
No. What are you?
Cancer.
Dude.
Tough name.
Tough.
Yeah, that is like brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Like the little symbol for it is a 69, so that's funny.
Oh, all
Luke,
right.
Luke was playing a fun game with me yesterday.
Sure.
I'm on famousbirthdays.com.
Sure.
Because they just pull from Wikipedia, I guess.
Right.
And then it lists like the most famous people and then like all the info about me.
Right.
So like they have me ranked as the most famous Jimmy, the most famous Jimmy that's an Aquarius.
Yes.
The most famous Jimmy from Hazlitt, New Jersey. The most famous person born in Hazlitt, New Jersey. So Luke was going through, and it's just ridiculous list.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, you're the 5th most famous Jimmy who's an Aquarius. I was like, guess who else is there? I was like, I don't know.
It's pretty big.
I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty weird.
You don't know?
No, Jimmy Stewart was my only guess. Jimmy
Any
Carter.
guess? Okay. Sorry about that, David. What are our age 23 goals? Like, what are we?
I think same thing we've always been doing, which is don't set goals because
Don't set
I'll
goals.
only disappoint myself.
We can only fail. Okay.
Shout
That's
out Sean
honestly-
Corby. It's his birthday too.
Who?
Sean Corby.
Oh,
Wow, that's right.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Damn.
Wow.
Corby. Okay.
Are you going to have like a cake tonight with the family?
Mom making a special dish?
We're ordering pizza, and
What's your pizza flavor?
I'm a plain guy.
Just cheese?
Yeah,
I like
I don't
that.
like messing around with it too much. I've in recent years I've been willing to try other things, but still like plain cheese is the way I roll.
I'm with you. I'm a plain cheese. I like meatball pizza, depending on where you're going. I don't like when they make it like mouse droppings. I like when they have slices of meatball. And I like peppers and onions, which none of those are popular on the West Coast at all. If I was to order those pizzas with my friends from California where I live, they'd be like, well, meatball and peppers and onions aren't even available on the menu out there.
Do you like pepperoni on anything?
No, I'm not a pepperoni fan.
Nothing. Do you think you'll eat another pepperoni in your whole life?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll eat pepperoni if it's like
Okay.
the only pizza around or if someone hands me an Italian
You
sandwich.
don't do sausage, huh?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't.
Did you do like a sampler? Like, I'm wondering how this manifested. Like, you know, you're a guy that likes to test your taste buds and things like that.
Well,
Was there ever like a pizza test off?
I think your whole life.
Because
is
you'd
pizza.
like sausage, right?
No. I never order sausage for myself.
Okay.
But I'll eat it if you give it to me.
Right.
Obviously.
Okay.
Sausage and pepperoni give me heartburn instantly.
Gotcha.
So I'm out on those. But I'll eat it, obviously.
Sure.
Like, I'm not trying to be like, I have preferences. I'm not picky where I'm saying no to
Fifth
those.
most famous Sagittarius Jimmy. I want to give him a pepperoni
10th,
slice.
10th. I have it up. 10th. You know who's right behind me? Jimmy Tarbuck. He's 80 years old. Eat shit. I bumped him off the list last
Jimmy
year.
Tarbuck. Tough break.
Yeah.
Damn. Who's a famous person you share a birthday with? Who are your birthday buddies?
Yeah, I've always tried to find people with my birthday. It's not a very big. I haven't found a very big list. In the baseball world, the only person I know is Josh Harrison.
Okay.
I mean,
Kevin Bacon's birthday's today.
yeah.
So he's like
Ooh.
the most famous one.
Jaden
But I didn't
Smith.
realize him till recently. Maya Hawks today. She Stranger Things and
Okay.
with Herman's daughter.
Damn. Maybe this is your niche. Kevin Bacon's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon's pretty big.
I didn't know it
Jaden
was his
Smith
birthday
is
until,
pretty
like, I think
big.
a year ago. I found
Jaden
that
Smith's going to
out.
be
Jaden Smith, I always forget him.
kind of
this
a
year.
big figure.
Virgil Van Dijk.
Ooh, Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Rockefeller. That's a cool one.
Rockefeller. Hey, put him under the bus.
Toby Keith.
Ooh.
Beck. I don't know.
Ooh. Quinn Huber with the donation to the BBD Stripper Fund. Thank you, Quinn.
How to Be Basic. Number 6 most famous July 8th birthday.
Connor, thanks for lunch.
Connor Armheim. Jesus. Chat's feeling it today.
Oh, yeah.
You people are too kind.
Natural buttes.
What kind of cake do you like? I mean, cake batter, ice cream. It's good. I went through a phase. I can't do it anymore. It makes me sick. It's too sweet. But what kind of cake do you like?
We're going with an ice cream cake tonight.
Hell
The place in our town that like is our favorite ice cream place also does pretty banger cakes. So it's like a homemade.
I had
spot.
so much ice cream cake because that's the kind of cake that my sister Courtney likes. So it was my Aunt Carol's birthday. So we had ice cream cake from a store. And then my sister Courtney and Brett make an ice cream cake. Have you ever told you about this? They take ice cream sandwiches and lay the bottom.
mom's made that before.
Yeah, the bottom layer of the shelf. Then they do a layer of like whipped cream, or not whipped cream, like
Whip.
Cool Whip. Then another layer of ice cream sandwiches. Then a layer of peanut butter. Then ice cream sandwiches, and you cut into it and you eat it like an ice cream cake. It's like so good, and then you shit your pants forever.
What did you get, BBD?
I think.
No, he's asking me what I got you for your birthday.
Oh.
It's
I thought
actually
we were talking about the cake.
it's in my backpack, so I don't have it right here. Wow, that's a nice gift. Show the crowd. It's fake mustache collection.
Wow.
If you ever find yourself in a tight jam.
Has that been in your bag since spring training? When we bought it for BBD's birthday at spring training?
when it was got for BBD's birthday.
We never used
I
that.
take it to the office every day. You never know.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so pizza and ice cream on the menu for
23.
Yeah, it's kind of like an actual age.
Yeah, you're feeling that a little bit?
Yes and no. Like I know it's young,
Yeah.
but it's the first age that I feel like isn't inherent.
I think 25's the first.
First age, 25 is the first birthday. I'll be like
It's
not
like,
excited.
oh.
I think.
Yeah. No, you're good
I'm a
at
guy that
23.
likes my birthday.
25 sucks because you have to do your own life insurance.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Which I have never done.
I found out you lose dental insurance at 23.
Oh,
Which is pretty
Oh,
bad.
your
Bad
teeth.
bad
teeth.
you have
Yeah.
bad teeth. Wow.
Oh, God.
That's brutal.
I have mouth surgery scheduled sometime this month. So
Getting it all done, huh?
yeah, we can do like a 6-month extender thing. So we're trying to pack a lot in.
23
Baseball being back's almost bad.
23 is such a weird age because we had a kid in college that lived across the street from us. Remember where that kid was? Right across the street from the red and yellow house. He would hang out with us every now and then. They had parties over there. I forget his name. But he was 23 and he was still in school. And I remember us at the time, and we were 21.
At that, like, green and white house?
Yeah, across
I
the
never
street.
got locked into that house. You guys liked it over there.
I only went like twice. But he was 23, and I remember thinking, like, dude, that guy's old. He was 2 years
Right.
older than us. But it just
Yeah.
felt like that was the next level. And I remember in high school playing pickup basketball with this guy who was like 23, and he was like, little life advice for you guys. When you're 18. Don't ever turn 23. And my buddy, my favorite joke, he just went, don't turn 23. And I laughed really hard at that.
It's good.
It's really good. Okay, hold up. Middle of the basketball court. So yeah, 23 is a big age. Congrats.
Congrats, David.
Yeah, worked really hard to get here. So
You made it this far, man.
Yeah. Another day.
Fuck.
All right.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Beyonce is being worshipped at a Satanist church in Alabama. A bidet company offering $10,000 for summer jobs just to go there and poop. How about that? Florida prisoner ripped off Lowe's to build a home from jail. What? Johnny Depp testifies that Amber Heard, beautiful woman who's a bad person, defecated in their bed on purpose, and that's when he decided, I'm going to divorce her. And there is a huge beach chair shortage right now. That's interesting. Very interesting. I'm interested.
Today, oh boy.
Huge beach chair shortage.
Yeah. Not at my beach house in Lavallette, New Jersey. We have a plethora. But they all get used. We're not hoarding extra beach chairs.
Well,
we just,
now you suspect.
our circle gets big. Like, you know, it's like 15 people, so
Sure.
15 chairs. You can't find a beach chair anywhere. Brooklyn-based mom Dawn Mark told the Post. She said she scoured the web for 3 days before she finally scored one for $90. So, I mean, they're not on the web. I've never, I guess that because I beach it, like we go to beach towns. Like I've never bought a beach chair on the web, but I didn't realize how popular beach chairs were in New York City.
Yeah. I think it's recent.
Yeah. I'd never.
I think that's what this article is.
Yeah, that's interesting because you go walk. I don't know what Central Park's like, but Riverside Park, everyone's got a beach chair.
Exactly.
But even not at the park, just on the block.
Yeah.
Like, there's
More
a
recently.
group of guys
since
sitting
things
in
have
chairs.
calmed down.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah. No, I think that's exactly what this is. This is I mean, the park has been packed with them, and then more recently, as the city starts to do better, it's crazy. Everyone's got chairs. So yeah, this confirms it.
Look at the thumbnail picture the New York Post used for this article.
Yeah.
It's
What's
like-
up with that?
I mean, are we supposed to take them serious, or are they the ones that we're not supposed to take serious?
They just went kind of hot girl.
Hot
and then
girl, and then they put a
thought
beach
bubble.
chair there. Yeah. I wonder if beach chairs are sold out like, in beach towns, or is it just internet beach chairs?
Right. I don't know. You'd be the person I would ask about that.
This weekend, I'll check.
Okay.
I won't. That'd be kind of a waste
You
of time.
won't.
I can do, there's gotta be, like, down the shore, it's just like, there's like 5 stores in the mile-long town that have beach chairs on display to
Right.
be purchased. Gotta think they have them.
Let us know.
I'll let you know.
We'll be waiting.
Should I buy some and then bring them to New York and sell them for $90?
I think that's what this is telling you.
Turn a quick profit?
It sounds like you got 15 that you're sitting on at the house. Flip a couple of those.
Can't sell those. Those all get used.
Oh, I said you got 15 you're sitting on at the house.
Sitting on 15 beach chairs.
So you flip those. Turn
Sit
them
on-
upside down.
Sit on the bar that goes across.
Yeah.
You like high beach chairs or low beach chairs? You have a preference?
I'm a high guy.
Me too.
I'm a high guy. I don't really get the low thing, to be honest.
I think it's for people that like digging their feet in the sand, which I do enjoy. We have like a high chair, but it's my mom's, and she's, so I would bring it, and I'd be like, Mom, I'm bringing yours for you. So nice son, she doesn't have to carry a chair, but also I'm going to sit in it until you're not there.
Sure.
And then I'll give it up. I like the higher chairs. Beyonce's being worshipped at an Alabama Satanist church. You were telling me about this the other day.
I was. Two of the things I love in this world.
Alabama and church.
I don't know. Roll damn Tide. I feel like a lot of people kind of worship Beyonce, no?
This is sort of a fake headline, I think.
Okay.
Because it's some, I think, politician. He has a blue check. And he tweeted the other day that Beyonce's actually not even a black person. She's
Oh yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we should be giving this guy attention.
He followed up with she's being worshipped by this Satanist church.
Yeah, I don't think we should give this guy attention.
Fair.
Don't vote for the guy whose name we won't say. Maybe
Don't vote for him.
politics.
He's saying she's not even African American. She's Italian, like
Tarico, your guy.
Tarico. Yeah. It sucks that he lends credence to that theory. He doesn't. There's no credence to that theory. Florida prisoner ripped off Lowe's to build home. This was a headline that I didn't get. He ripped off Lowe's to build his own home from jail?
It seems tricky, right?
Yeah. Do you want to try and guess what happened here before we read the article?
Yes.
Okay. So he's sitting in jail.
Ripped off Lowe's.
What did he do? How?
Yeah, this feels like that trick question book that I feel like everyone has one aunt or uncle that has. And it's like, how'd the guy cross the bridge with two 4,000-ton balls, but the bridge can only hold 5,000 tons.
Yeah.
He juggled them.
Yeah,
I didn't know we could just make up fucking lies.
You have a chicken, a wolf, and some hay.
Okay.
You can only bring 2 at a time. You need to get all, that type of thing.
Chicken, a wolf. How do you get the chicken, the wolf, and the hay across? I told you the answer to the other one.
It's like you bring the wolf and the chicken first, and then you bring one back is the trick.
It's one of those.
Yeah, and
you
then
can
you
only
bring
bring 2, so you just do more trick. Yeah. Suck it, aunts and uncles.
All right, let's just read this. I have no idea. When Jared Murray began building a new home in Lake Placid, Florida last July, red flags soon began appearing to those working on the job. Every 2 or 3 weeks, he'd change his cell number. A contractor on the project told the Daily Beast he would never answer his phone, and when he did, he was always around a lot of other people. Okay, so I think now we get it. He's making phone calls from jail, directing them to build his house in Lake Placid, Florida. That's kind of cool. He was just being a foreman from jail. He regularly had construction materials sent to the job site, and for some reason, they exclusively came from Lowe's. The items were delivered by couriers driving rented U-Haul trucks, often at odd hours. The contractor says Murray told him that his uncle worked at Lowe's and got 50% off everything. All of Murray's business was handled by someone who lived in the area and identified himself as Murray's aunt. Everything about him was really shady, said the contractor. I never met him. I just met his family. He said he's on the road for business all the time. I tried to meet him, but he always had an excuse. He was in Georgia. He was in Jacksonville. He was somewhere else. In fact, no one ever met Murray because he was not on the road, but in a prison cell. He devised and executed and continues to execute a scheme to defraud Lowe's out of well over $1 million worth of inventory. Okay, we have more pieces, but it's not a complete puzzle yet.
No.
Murray, who has been locked up for much of the past decade for his participation in an armed robbery allegedly masterminded by his mother, has not yet been charged in connection with the Lowe's matter. The hustle was as brilliant as it was brazen. Using cell phones that were smuggled into the South Bay Correctional Facility, where he is serving up to 25 years, Murray allegedly stole the identities of contractors with open lines of credit at Lowe's. Okay, so we have that puzzle piece.
Because, that was when you said we were missing a puzzle piece. The puzzle piece was how is he getting everything?
So he stole the identity of contracts with open lines of credit. Then prosecutors say he would order large amounts of building supplies, charging them to the unwitting contractors' accounts. A series of go-betweens between. Then he would schedule someone to pick up the material. Then he scheduled contractors to use the materials and build a house. Was he paying anyone? Is he getting out of prison soon to use the house?
Right.
Or is he just bored as fucking prison?
Yeah, and I mean in the age of COVID, I don't know if I'm a construction company, and if this guy's coming out of prison soon, which maybe he's not, because it sounds like he's just laundered.
Here's the house.
Or stolen a lot of product. Looks like it's coming along really nice.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Sure.
Yeah, it's on sale right now. You can go buy it.
Yeah, man. If I had a construction company, I'd be working into like, hey, this guy's doing this remote, like no computers, right?
You had a cell phone in jail.
It's tough. I mean, he's probably gonna go to jail longer now because he's using people's identities to get stuff out of Lowe's. But hey, impressive Zoom work. He didn't even have Zoom.
No, yeah. It's listed for $185,000. If the scheme had worked, it would have been virtually pure profit. So maybe he was going to try and build it and sell it and just collect $180,000, and then eventually when he got out of prison, he'd have that. Give this guy a job somewhere. He's got them brains.
I think he can do it, but I think he's about to get in more trouble.
Yeah. I'm not going to read the rest of the story. It goes on for so long.
Jeez.
It goes on for so long. I don't know what else they could be telling.
Long
us.
story.
We got the whole puzzle. That's awesome. It's a cool story.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it to be that
It's
cool.
impressive. I wish there was a little bit of a nicer twist at the end. Like the day in the movie, the day they finish construction, he comes out of jail and walks into his new home.
Yeah. That's like the ending scene.
Yeah. This would be a good... Know how I feel in Laughs from the Past, we've seen a lot of things from different stories that they have used to bring into their stories. Like the next Mafia TV show or something like that. I think this is perfect.
Prison Boss.
Yeah.
That is perfect. I mean, in the movie scene, I'm wondering how the movie works, because I think the final scene has to be him walking into the house.
Right.
But I think you can't know it's his house the entire time. You almost need two plots. The guy in jail, and then something else is happening, and it's loosely connected.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you see that he gets into the house, and you're like, holy shit, he was the one behind this? You need that moment.
Or know what it would be? I'm trying to think of a good example, but there would be a character that you don't know how there's those mob scenes where you don't know if they're about to either get killed or like get an arm around their shoulder and be like, oh, you're part of the family or you're dead. It would be like one of those. It'd be like, hey, we got you a house. And like the kid thinks he's going to get killed. And it's like, oh, we got you a house. And he's like, oh my God, I thought you guys were going to kill me. And then the guy comes out of jail and he's like, you're right. Boom.
Boom.
You're welcome. And scene.
And scene. I like that. It's good. The other story here, the bidet company is offering $10,000 as a summer job, and they just need you to shit a lot.
That's tough.
They want a person to test a toilet paper alternative, bidet. All you got to do is get the dough and be able to poo, analyze and document your daily bowel movements, and share your fecal findings on social media. Oh, why?
Yeah, now it seems like a marketing campaign.
Definitely. The title is Vice President of Fecal Matter.
It went from testing to the bidet to an advertise. You have to be a shit model.
Yeah, if it was like, you just test the bidet and they have like some rigorous testing methods, I was interested in the story. This is definitely just like they want, like, they're basically, you are going to be the spokesman for the bidet, and you're a shit model, like you said.
Should I do this?
Why not? $10,000.
$10K? Be clicks for us.
I mean, I don't even think you need to do it on your main account. You can just call it like Bidet at Bidet Jake and do it from there.
Bidet Jake.
I don't think they have stipulations.
3-month consulting position with Tushy. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Maybe a birthday present to BBD.
Would you get a divorce if your wife physically abused you and then also shit in your bed?
I lean yes.
Yeah.
Like to know more about the situation, but I lean yes.
Welcome to Johnny Depp's world. Yeah, dude. Amber Heard. Gorgeous. When we did Six Pack Cinema, anytime Amber Heard came up, I'd just get lost in a Google image dive. Have you ever seen Amber Heard in Rum Diaries?
I feel like she's come up once before and you've shown me her in Rum Diaries, but I do not remember her from Rum Diaries.
See if my internet's going kind of slow. But there's like a still image. Sucks that she's physically abusive to her husband.
Absolutely.
But super pretty. But yeah, it sucks for Johnny Depp, man, because she came out and said that he abused her, and then everyone like canceled Johnny Depp, and then it finally comes out and she was the abusive one. I don't know if you followed this at all, but like pretty abusive. He had like phone calls or voice messages, and she was like threatening, like, I'll just tell everyone you hit me. And it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
So, Team Johnny Depp.
Team Johnny Depp. Does he, what's his last piece of good cinema?
Yeah, he kind of just rode the Pirates train into the ground.
So
right?
long.
He did something called The Professor, City of Lies. I'm not familiar with any of those. Sherlock Gnomes, which sounds funny. Oh, Murder on the Orient Express. He was good in that.
Okay.
Very short. It wasn't even, he wasn't the lead. But he was in that, and I liked it. Yoga Hosers. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Black Mass was the Whitey Bulger story, which I was excited for, but I felt it was a very dull movie. I don't know, man. The Lone Ranger was pretty bad, but people like it. Rum Diary, I didn't like that movie. I liked the book a lot.
2011.
Yeah, we're going deep.
I mean, now we're back into Pirates, Rango.
Didn't he win?
Alice in Wonderland.
I think he got nominated for The Tourist, and Public Enemies was pretty good.
Sweeney Todd. That's 2007.
Yeah, he's been out, huh? His scene in Murder on the Orient Express he wasn't in the full movie, which is a spoiler, so I'm sorry.
Damn.
Has he won awards? Yeah. I mean, I was never the biggest Johnny Depp fan. It was like if he was acting somewhat normal, I liked him. If he was a crazy loony character, I didn't really like the movie. Like, I like Blow a lot.
Yeah, I liked Blow. I mean, I liked Edward Scissorhands, but
yeah, but that one, that's just so weird.
Right, but I mean, that's like one of the his earliest weird one. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the first one.
Yep.
That kind of got him, I guess, typecast into weirdness. But I mean, those movies are going back, man.
Donnie Brasco, Chocolat.
And I like the original Pirates.
The first one's good. I like the first one.
But yeah.
And then, he just went full weird with it.
Did you see Rango, BBD? The
I
lizard?
feel like I did, but I don't remember anything from it.
Yeah. I'd like to.
You know who's the opposite of that for me? Ben Stiller. When Ben Stiller plays the straight man and like a normal human,
right.
I'm not that into his comedy. When he plays a lunatic, I think he's hysterical.
Okay.
Like Tropic Thunder, Heavyweights, Dodgeball. When he's like Zoolander, when he's like, not the Ben Stiller.
Lost in it.
Yeah, I think he's funny, but when he
Okay.
plays the straight guy. So it's the opposite. Those two are opposite guys.
For your screenplay, we'll get Depp in the normal role, and we'll get Stiller going nuts.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
There we go. Ben Stiller. Like Meet the Fockers. Like, I don't like that Ben Stiller. Where it's like, oh, what's happening to me? I'm the normal one in this crazy family.
I mean, and I think the crazy antics are still in there. He just starts more malign.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to see, what else has he been in recently?
Depp or Stiller? Now you're on a Stiller?
Yeah. But Stiller just produces things. Like, he produces Escape from Dannemora, and that was really good. He hasn't acted in anything, huge in a while. Dude, Stiller's stretch in the early aughts was unreal. Heartbreak Kid, Night at the Museum, School for Scoundrels. He had Meet the Fockers, Anchorman, Dodgeball, Starsky and Hutch, Along Came Polly, Duplex. He had all of those movies that were kind of the same.
Yeah.
And he was just playing the guy who was things kept going wrong.
Yeah, he's been producing for a while.
Yeah, he's a pretty good producer and director.
Looks like there's going to be a Dodgeball 2. That's probably going to be tough, huh?
That's going to be awful. They're really doing that? Why do they keep doing that, man? There hasn't been a good sequel to any of those comedies. Zoolander 2 was awful. Dumb and Dumber 2 was awful. Anchorman 2 was awful. Has there been a good...
I mean, they must make their money back, right?
I guess so. I mean, comedy is probably write a script that doesn't require a lot of money. But yeah, none of them have been good movies. Unless I'm missing some. There might be one out there, but I don't think there was. Dumb and Dumber 2 was tough because they had the Coen brothers. Is it Coen brothers? Came out and there was a quote and they were we sent this to every comedian to make sure it lived up and was funny. And they really hyped it up and it was just so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was a spoof. A bad spoof.
Yeah.
Of imagine if this is what they made. That's what it played.
I never watched it.
It was really bad. Don't
If
watch
a person... I am blind trusting in people when they tell me a movie's bad.
it. Okay.
I will just not watch it.
Good.
But like the other side of that is the first time our friend Big Evan saw Semi-Pro, he's like, I didn't really love it. I never watched it. And then I walked into his house one time, and he was watching it. He's like, yeah, I didn't like it at first. It's hilarious.
It's one of his
and
best.
I was like, fuck.
It's one of the better Will Ferrell movies.
Kind of screwed me.
Like, if you were to give me Anchorman, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, or Semi-Pro to rewatch today, it's Semi-Pro in a landslide for me. And back then, it would have been Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
But I watched that recently. It didn't age that well. I was like, this is... But Semi-Pro is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'm tough with ranking. I'd have to rewatch them and actually give points. I'd have to award points.
All right. We'll do it. Remember when we
Should we do that?
Okay. Yeah. Rewatches.
Yeah.
We'll add more to our plate.
Yeah.
40 shows a week. Let's add more. Maybe next offseason.
I think a scoring scale's really good.
Maybe in 13 weeks.
What would this potential scales be? Be like how it ages.
Yeah. Like we rewatched Beer Fest a couple years ago, and it was like brutal.
It was tough.
And I loved it when it came out. And it was like straight.
Couple cheap laughs, but
not funny, which was so surprising to me. So did it age well?
Just like pure jokes.
Are we laughing because we're laughing, or are we nostalgia laughing?
Okay.
Are we laughing at it with it? But this isn't the ranking system. This is what we're considering.
But yeah, I like. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. I like that as a kind of. There's a hilarious NBA draft website, NBADraft.net, which has been around forever, and they've like started to make their website better, but for years it was like someone made it in high school and they just kept rolling with it. But they give like draft grades for guys, and it's like athleticism 9 out of 10. So I think if we
so you want categories?
So at the end of it.
Yeah.
There's kind of a rolling scale.
Like.
So say
actually
you want
funny, ironic funny.
Yeah.
Good storyline, something like that.
Quotable.
Yeah. Some bad movies are quotable.
Right. Okay. We'll talk about it. Submit some categories.
Yeah. And go watch Semi-Pro because that's funny. And then I rewatched Dewey Cox. I told you guys about this on this show. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. And I thought that was going to age poorly because it's a spoof movie.
Right.
I was dying.
Enjoyed it.
I was dying.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Might need a weed meter too. We'll see.
I was very high while I watched Dewey
Cox.
I know. So, yes.
Yeah.
No, wrong button, dumbass.
Oh.
Wrong button, dumbass.
Oh.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day. It is the bet of the day. Jakey placing wagers. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace yesterday. I believe it hit the over.
The over hit. It was free money.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations on that. We
The
both got
freest
it
of money.
correct.
You're welcome.
So did we add the top 3? What's your record?
Never. We still don't have the first 3. I think I'm one game over 500. The record currently in there shows, I think 2 under, but we're getting hot. I feel it.
You feel it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sports. I'm getting hot too. I'm 6-10 now. I picked up a win.
That's how it goes.
We're on a 1-game winning streak, the both of us. Now, Jake, with that win, yesterday, you upped your Tuesday record to 4-2 without the other 3, which shows 5-2 if we count those. 5-2 on Wednesdays. You're currently 2-3.
Yeah.
With the other win, 3-3. So, huge pick here.
And I've got good news for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is I'm gonna bet with my heart.
That's huge.
Which normally means an L is on the way, but they're my favorite team in the Prem League nowadays.
Okay.
Because they have my favorite player, Adama Traore.
What's the team?
The Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wolves.
They're playing Sheffield United today.
They're playing Sheffield. This has a tasty little payout on it as well. I'm taking the Wolves to win. I love Traore. He's a difference maker. Sheffield United has burned me before, but I love the Wolves.
The Wolves are a fun name. They're up on the table,
Yeah.
but Sheffield and the Wolves are pretty close, man. 52 points, 48 points. So
It's in Sheffield, and I don't know the scouting report on their
Home field
in-house
advantage.
DJ.
Yeah, does it exist? Like, 'cause
So,
it's not anything.
I just love my guy Traore. I think he's a game changer. All the top teams are eyeing him right now for next year.
What I like about this is
He's
that
awesome.
Since the Corona break, the Wolves came out the gates and they won their first 3 games.
Yep.
They just lost to Arsenal, and now they're looking at Sheffield, who are close to them in the rankings,
Yeah.
and they're like, let's get back on track.
They got kind of kept in check a little bit.
It's a little, let's get back on track. They
Yeah.
thought it was going to be a magical show. Sheffield, on the other hand, they drew against Burnley. And they've been losing. They also lost to Arsenal. They beat Spurs. They played a lot of games since the break. They've played so many more games since the break than the Wolves. That's wild. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like that we're both riding hot with huge win streaks.
Yeah.
I like the Wolves over Sheffield. I've stated my problem with Sheffield United on here before. They should be wearing black uniforms, and they don't. What color are the Wolves' uniforms?
I think it's normally a yellow. Like a yellow and black kind of look.
Yeah, that makes sense. Their logo is pretty cool. All right, you know what? Let's have a good week.
How about this?
Yeah?
If they win this bet today, they win this game, we're officially a Wolves podcast.
For the remainder, because
For the
once my
remainder.
baggies come back,
Right.
once my baggies come back, I can't abandon them, But yeah, okay.
Nice.
A lot on the line.
A lot on the line.
I got to check if my baggies are still in first place in the championship league. Fuck! They dropped down to second place. And Brentford's coming for them. They cannot fall. Come on. Come on, you baggies. They're playing Derby County today. Which I mean, just judging on Derby County's logo, look at this. I'm going to guess they suck.
They're bad. They're bad.
They're in 7th place in the championship league. All right. I agree with you.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
It's locked in. We're going undefeated this week. The Wolves will be our team until the Baggies ride into the sunset of the Premier League at the end of the season. Goodbye. Farewell. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.